What do the local teams want under their Christmas tree this year? Or did they make Santa's naughty list and are getting nothing? We're talking Colorado teams' Christmas lists right now. What's up, guys? Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Look, I'm in the spirit, right? I got my joy to the world Santa Claus sweater on. I'm feeling good. I hope you're doing the same. Hope you get to spend some time with the people that you love during this holiday. I've mentioned this on the radio show. Wanted to mention here on Dover on Denver as well. Even if you don't, keep grinding, keep plugging away. Those that are working on the holiday, I've been there. I've done that. Keep one foot in front of the other. I promise you, your hard work is going to pay off. It sucks not to get the time off or to be with your loved ones, but keep grinding, and it will pay off. So, what do our favorite Colorado teams want for Christmas this year? What will Santa Claus bring them under their tree? All right, we're going to go through all of them, including the Buffs and Rams on the collegiate level. Let's start with the Colorado Rockies and the Colorado Avalanche. We'll hit both here real quick. So, a couple of things for the Rockies. This is weird, but just stay the course. I actually think they're doing something great right now. They got a couple of, great might be a strong term. Good right now. They got a lot to prove. They have some young pieces in Zeke Tovar and Brenton Doyle. I like a guy like Ryan McMahon. He's not as young, but he's still a young piece. They have the 4th overall pick. They have the kid Charlie coming from Georgia with the 3rd pick from a year ago. Stay the course. Continue to do what you're going to do, and this Rockies team's going to be okay in a couple years. No, they're not going to beat the Dodgers in the NLCS and go to the World Series, but they're at least going to be competitive and not losing 100 games. If I could give them one thing under their tree this year, it would be for the upcoming MLB draft. They have the 4th pick in the upcoming MLB draft. The thing that I would give them is that pick to be a pitcher that pops. For the first time maybe ever that they draft a pitcher early and it pops for the Colorado Rockies. So those are my two things. Stay the course. Don't do anything crazy. You're actually doing something right for the first time in a long time building with these young core pieces. Keep that up and hit on your draft picks. Haven't done that very often with the Rockies. This one is important. 4th overall, and you got to find a pitcher. Their position group is pretty solid. They're pretty good on the infield. Pretty solid there in the outfield, even with our boy Chuck Nasty calling it a career. He's playing more DH anyway than he was in the field. So they're pretty good as far as their position players goes, or what could be coming through the pipeline. That 4th pick, that thing's got to pop this year. And if it's a pitcher, that's all that much better. How about the Avalanche? What do they need? I got a couple of things for the Colorado Avalanche. First and foremost, fingers crossed, rub a rabbit's foot, whatever it is you do for luck. Val Nichushkin has to stay sober, obviously, right? He's come back from his 3rd stint in the NHL Players Assistance Program. Next time, he could be gone forever. So he knows what's on the line. I know what's on the line. You know what's on the line. That's first and foremost. Val, stay clean, stay sober, and we hope that for your hockey life and obviously your regular life as well. Another one is to pay the man his money. Mikko Rantanen, it's time to pay up, Colorado Avalanche. I know you have this self-cap rule, right? Nobody's going to get paid more than Nathan MacKinnon because Nathan MacKinnon is the best player on our team. I get that, but that's not how business works. And you know that better than I know that. It's the market. The market dictates the salary. The market has changed since Nate signed his deal a couple of years ago. Now the market says you can pay star players just a little bit more. And Mikko Rantanen is exactly that. So throw your self-cap out the window and pay up. Mikko deserves it. Mikko can help you win another cup, can help you win more cups, plural, with Z's at the end of it, cups. And you got to pay Mikko Rantanen his money. I think the other thing, I hate to even talk about it because I said I wouldn't anymore, but Gabe Landeskog, you got to decide, man. And maybe what's best is you just don't come back. You retire. You give the money that the Avs can spend back. Now, you still collect yours for this year and all good, but future career earnings, maybe it's time to do what's best for the team instead of what's best for your bank account. Might be time for Gabe to officially make that decision and call it a career so that the Avalanche can allocate funds starting next year in another place. Now, that's not going to happen this year. Still hopeful that he comes back, but to just be blunt, I'm sick of being hopeful about Gabe. It's time for some real results. So Avs and Rockies, there we go. How about the Denver Nuggets? What do they need for Christmas? Well, there's a couple of things that they need. I think the first thing that I would give them, I wish I could rip it out of my chest right now and hand it through the screen and somebody pass it along to Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets. It's right here. It's heart. I wish they had some heart. You watch the games, right? They don't have heart. You watching the same stuff I'm watching? It's tough right now to watch the Denver Nuggets. They find a way late to win, but that's not any fun either. So I'm supposed to watch 40 minutes of bad basketball so I can hold on for the good 8? That's not what I want. First and foremost, the Nuggets, you be getting a big old fat new heart to care when you're out there playing basketball. If I can't do that, well, then I want Nick Richards. I've said it 30,000 times on this show, on the radio show, backup center. I like Nick Richards. You got a better idea? Throw it my way in the comments, because Nikola cannot be playing at the rate that he is playing. So it'd be a little heart, or it would be a backup center to help Nikola Jokic not play 38 minutes a night. So that's what the Nuggets absolutely need under their tree coming up in a couple of days. What about the Denver Broncos? What would I want to get for the Denver Broncos? A couple of options there as well. A running back? Certainly need that. Bo needs help with this offense, and a running back could do that. Maybe the running back's already on the team. How about Blake Watson and Audric Estime as the pair? Jaleel McLaughlin, Javonte Williams, all due respect, great football players. But maybe that experiment's over. Maybe it's time to pull the plug on that. I fully believe, man, that it's time for the Javonte Williams experiment to be over. I know what you're getting out of 33 every time he touches the football field, and it's just not good enough. Maybe a change of scenery, a new offensive scheme. Maybe it helps Javonte too. So what the Broncos need is a new look in the running back room. And I believe, at least here for the final couple of games in the regular season, and hopefully, again, there's hopefully, crossing these fingers, in the postseason, it is Audric Estime and it's Blake Watson. Another thing I might want to give the Broncos, and in particular Coach Payton, I don't know how you do it. Do you hypnotize the guy to actually get him to run the football for more than one quarter? Writing it on your play sheet in bold letters didn't work, Sean. You still went away from running the football. And then he gets mad at Amazon for showing it on their broadcast. You wrote it in bold letters. You knew what you were doing. Tiny little part of me thinks he wanted them to show it so he could say, look, there is an emphasis on the run game. But clearly you went away from it. So whatever it is you have to do, be hypnotized. Maybe Joe Lombardi can be your, hey, I'm going to remind you about the run game guy, because he's not calling plays. You're the offensive coordinator. He just has the title. Maybe that's what Joe can do. Joe Lombardi's new gig is to be the run game reminder. Not the coordinator, not the analyst, nothing. He's the run game reminder that just goes over and taps Sean on the shoulder and say, hey, Sean, it's been 15 plays in a row that you haven't run the football. Let's get somebody the dang ball. I would love that from a guy like Joe Lombardi. So that's what the Broncos need. Running back help and a running game reminder so that Sean Payton doesn't do what he did against the Chargers on Thursday Night Football. Yeah, they need help at tight end. That's like my 10th thing on the list for the Broncos, because it goes like running back, 1 through 6, reminding Sean 6 through 9 after that to run the football. Then you get into tight end. Then you can get into a true wide receiver or another wide receiver that's more of a threat on the other side of Courtland Sutton. That's all stuff that can come. But running back and a running back reminder to tell Sean, hey, run the dang ball. That is something that they need. 2 left, Rams and Broncos on the college level. Well, with the Rammies, I would love to see Jay Norvell reload this thing. He's going to need a new wide receiver. He's going to need a quarterback sooner rather than later, right? Find these pieces so that this year isn't the exception, right? You're going to a bowl game and a fun one, right? Snoop Dogg's involved, going to Arizona. You're playing a MAC team in a Miami of Ohio. This should just be the beginning of what Jay Norvell and those boys up in FOCO have going. So I'd love to see Norvell reload, restock the shelves, and just be as competitive as you were this year in the final year of the Mountain West, next year in your first year in the Pac-12. So keep it rolling up there, Jay. You got a good thing going right now. I'd love to see that continue through. With the Buffaloes, these ones are simple too. How about this? You think I'd be asking for this for Christmas back in August, July, when things started to get going? I think my biggest wants for the Buffaloes is Pat Shurmur and Robert Livingston to stay. Just hang around. We want you to be around even longer. Pat Shermer and Robert Livingston. And with Pat, that's certainly something I did not think I was going to say about his time in Boulder. Now, we'll see if he is a package deal with Shedeur going to the pros, but I don't know. I think Dion likes what he has cooking up there in Boulder with Robert as his DC and Pat as his OC. So those are the things I want for Denver sports teams this Christmas. In fact, some things that they absolutely need for Christmas this year. Love to hear what you want to see for these teams. Heck, tell me what you want for Christmas this year. Leave your comment below. Hit me up. I'll come back on the YouTube page where you two homies will hang out all the time. While you're here, like and subscribe. Check out all the great vids we have on our Denver Sports 1043 The Fan page. Hope you have a great Christmas. Great holiday break. Hopefully you do get a bit of a break, and we'll be right back here next week talking all things Denver sports. This has been Dover on Denver, and now I'm done.